I say this to every client I meet with, and I'm saying it to you. I'm just a tour guide. You're driving the bus. Hey, I'm Dr. Patty Barch. I'm a traditional naturopath, founder and owner of Naturally Unbridled Wellness and naturallyunbridled.com, where we focus on wellness solutions, not disease management. This is Down the Ridge with Dr. Patty. This is not medical advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Nothing I say is true. Don't listen to me. When I meet with a new client for the first time and I hear their story and I ask a bunch of questions, and then I always take a few minutes to tell them about myself and what my role is and what my role isn't. And I'm always very clear in making sure that people understand that I'm not a licensed medical professional and I don't diagnose, treat, cure, or prescribe for any disease or condition. I'm simply a wellness expert. And I see my role as the tour guide, where I can show you different places that you could go or things that you could do that might make your trip more enjoyable. But you're driving the bus. You're the one who is in charge of your health and life and general well-being. Of course, there are things that are beyond our control. Unless we all band together, we as individuals don't have control over what is in the air or in the water, right? It's coming from what other people are doing or not doing. But there are things that we control, and we can control, and we can control what we put in our grocery carts. Excuse me. We can control what we put in our mouths. We can control what time we go to bed. Now, of course, there are extenuating circumstances. There are children and pets and sometimes, unfortunately, jobs that can interfere with your ability to go to bed at a healthy time. But of the things that you can control, what are you doing? What are you doing about it? Are you making sure that the junk food, and I use that term loosely, doesn't end up in your cart? Because I always say health starts in the grocery store. That if it doesn't go in your cart, it doesn't go in your house. And if it doesn't go in your house, it doesn't go in your mouth. So don't put it in your cart. It's interesting to me when people, and I think this has been subconsciously ingrained into people, that someone else is in charge of your health. And I'll have clients who say things to me like, I hope they don't put me on a statin, or I hope they don't tell me, or make me have surgery, right? Sorry. On my way to the chiropractor, going to get my stomach adjusted, and then that will be better. So, when clients tell me that they hope their doctor doesn't put them on this or put them on that, I'm like, is your doctor coming to your to your house every day and putting that pill in your mouth? No. And I've had clients who have told me, the surgery that their doctor wants them to do, that they don't want to do it. And I'm like, then don't. They're not the boss of you. They're a paid consultant. They're an expert in their field. You pay them for their opinion. You don't have to take their opinion. Just like if you had a plumber come to your house and said that you should put in purple toilets, thank you for your opinion. I think I'm going to do something else. You have the same exact right domain over your body as you do over your toilet. So don't let other people be the boss of you. At the same time, if you're this Maha movement, make America healthy again, down with big ag and big food and big pharma, But at the same time, you're buying Doritos and Cinnamon Toast Crunch and drinking energy drinks or soda, right? You're not going to get healthier because someone else is going to change the rules. Sadly, we had a situation recently where we were consulting with a client and trying to get a feel for the situation. We're asking them, what are meals like in your home? And they're like, oh, we do home cooked meals. And we know we need to ask deeper questions, like what? And then we can tell when people are trying to avoid the question that eating at home isn't the same thing as home cooked. That if you're heating up pizza rolls or frozen pizza, or I don't know if Hamburger Helper is still a thing, but you're adding like MSG to your plate, right? Then you're not eating home cooked. Tori, that works with me, said a great thing the other day, that if you wouldn't add it to a dish that you were making, you don't want it to be on your ingredient label. So if you're making a recipe, right, you have a cookbook, you found a recipe online, whatever, it doesn't say to add potassium bromide. It doesn't say to add sodium benzoate or brominated vegetable oil, right? Like, those ingredients are not in your pantry. So don't put them in your body. We're on like the third generation that doesn't know how to cook. Like, I didn't know how to cook. I knew how to heat. I knew how to open cans and boxes in the freezer and maybe sprinkle some cheese on it. And that's all I knew how to do. And I remember having this epiphany going, oh crap, I'm going to need to learn how to cook. And I'm still learning how to cook and I love it, but I still kind of suck at steak. But that's because I do too many parasite programs, so I cook the crap out of everything. I know it's an occupational hazard. But the point of this video is to put you in the driver's seat of your own wellness bus. To stop looking at doctors, naturopaths, politicians, bureaucrats to make you healthy, to help you to get healthy. You have to do it. So you have to learn how to shop, you have to learn how to cook, you have to learn how to eat, and you have to say no most of the time to things that are detrimental to your health. That doesn't mean that you can never have a piece of key lime pie. You can. But when you do, it's a rare treat. And you are one with the key lime pie. And you savor every bite. And you know in that moment that you make 98% healthy choices. And that this is just a moment of the human experience that you're going to savor. You're not going to inhale that key lime pie mindlessly while watching The Biggest Loser. I don't even know if that's still a thing. But anyway, I'm just the tour guide. You're driving the bus. Where's your bus going? I'm happy to share these videos to give you certain places on the tour that you're welcome to stop and enjoy. But fundamentally, you're driving the bus. Peace out, peeps. Have a healthy day and make healthy choices.